Well, Crawford gets warmed up coming back into the game here and just takes about a three-quarter swing right here. Just tops it right over the block. She knows the back middle is open. She knows that style of defense that San Jose State is playing, and she just placed it perfectly. Didn't need a lot of heat on that.
Medding blocked. Mishandled, but Donellan bops it over. Here's a chance for the Wahine. Soldan gonna have to do a little setting here. Sets it real close to the net, and it hits the net, and it's a point to Hawaii, 13-2. You know, Paz Soldan, along with all her other killing attributes, Chris, she leads this team in digs. So she's not a one-dimensional player at all.
She also put up a perfect set there for someone who was about 6'2", but
that's not who was at the net. Another tough serve causing all kinds of problems. San Jose State wires disconnected here in game number 3. Austin just missed. Ball, I don't think it went over. If it did, it counts as a block, but now it's 14-2. Hawaii running away here in game number 3 for the game. Sarah Chase. Not a good pass. And a chance for Hawaii. Crawford didn't handle that well. Cortez can't believe it. It's still in play. And it's over now. Cortez can't believe he's still arguing about that. He's on the court with his hands in the air. 15-2. Hawaii wins game number 3. Randy Shaw says, take a break. Game number 3 goes to Hawaii.
Welcome back to the Kilgoes match sketch. Story of the night, Kristen Rossman for San Jose State with 9 kills. Angelica Ljungqvist for UH with 9 kills. But the real story for the night, Hawaii blocking incredibly at the net, 13 blocks to 2. And that's why they lead 2-1 here on opening night at the Special Events Arena.
Big night so far. You know, Ljungqvist has been a little bit quiet. It's really been Sarah Chase who's had some of the more spectacular kills, but Ljungqvist so effective. And Chris, as you mentioned, that Hawaii block, doing it big time in game number 3. We'll take a look now at the Big West standings heading into play tonight. So you see why we said in the open, Hawaii needs this one to stay on top of the conference. And there's San Jose State. There's a quantum leap, Chris, I believe, between the number 5 team and everybody else below them in the league so far. But you can see why San Jose State needs a couple of quality wins to really secure themselves an NCAA berth. I think playing like they are tonight, having beaten BYU, they probably deserve it if they play out the rest of the season pretty respectably. Now, they were 9-9 last year in the conference. I believe they were 16-13 overall. They did not get a bid, so they need to beat somebody of quality, and they need to do it soon.
Their goal when they came over here was to at least split this weekend. They're coming close by going 1-1, and now they're down 2-1. But listen, they were down 0-2 to number 6th ranked BYU and beat them. So Hawaii better not count their chickens yet until they hatch, because I'll tell you, this San Jose State team will never, ever give up.
Yeah, the only teams they've lost to, Chris, are Arizona, who was 16, Pacific, who was 6, Santa Barbara, who was 8, Long Beach, who was 10, and the one bad loss was Utah in a tournament, which they lost in 5, and the last game was 15-13. So if there's such a thing as quality losses, they've had them. They've lost to ranked opponents.
You're right. Hawaii off to a good start here in game number 4.
Sarah Chase with a solo block on America's leading kill artist. Wow.
Well, Benitez knows she's got to get Paz Soldan involved in this game, so she sets her out of the back row. It gets mostly cable, but Chase did get a piece of it. She'll get the block solo.
Paz Soldan using the floor for a toothpick that time. There's the ball by Rossman, who's seen her game kind of slow down. She was real hot in game 1. She's hit a few balls into the net now. That was a good battle before, as Paz Soldan, leader in the Big West in kills, goes up against Sarah Chase, leader in blocks per game, and Chase won. 3-0 now. Hawaii off to a good start.
Benitez with a beautiful back set that time, all the way to the antenna, stretched out the Hawaii block.
Kept alive twice. Crawford, once off her arm, once off her hand. Touched up front, 4-0. Randy Brooks picks up a kill.
That's kill number 8 for Brandy. She's having quite a night. I'll tell you, I don't know if I can think of anybody else except maybe Carrie Anderson or Key Williams who deserves to have a greater night than opening night. They've waited a long time for this gym.
So have we. Ooh, a great dig by Ljungqvist, and she's upset because Sarah Chase was in the net, and Sarah says, "I'm sorry, Angelica, that was very pretty." Ljungqvist cleaning the floor up now. She kind of does it all, doesn't she, Chris? The dig, the kill, the block, the serve, and now she cleans the floor up and gets a towel, even helping out the towel wipers.
It really does say a lot about her, though, right there. She's a humble person. You know, no job is too small. She's a leader on the team. She doesn't like the way things are going. She'll call a team meeting. She'll say, "Hey, guys, let's get sharp here."
And she's a sophomore. Never forget.
Very
only
mature.
A sophomore. Soldan got a paw on that ball. Tries to dig it. Gives a grimace to the crowd. Tell you what, if there's ever a volleyball movie and they want some emotion on the floor, they got to get Paz Soldan out there. She's got great expressions. 4-0. Sarah Chase to serve for Hawaii. Another block by Hawaii off of Irby. Starting to sound like a broken record, but that has how good it's gotten here. And a timeout is called quickly by acting coach Rich Cortez. 5-0 Wahine. Events arena with wonderful food and ushers and all kinds of good stuff. You got to get out here tomorrow night, folks. These two teams are going to go at it again at 7 o'clock. The Spartans and the Rainbow Wahine. Then Hawaii goes on the road. A couple of big matches, including Long Beach State. Got to believe with Santa Barbara losing tonight, Chris, and Pacific having lost to Long Beach, Hawaii will be the #1 regional rank team after this week. But it's who's ranked #1 at the end of the season that will determine who might host the regional. Another block, Brooks and Ljungqvist. 6-0 Hawaii.
This has been the story of Hawaii's year right here. When they play well, they get the block going. Huge block on the outside. 6-1 Brooks, 6-2 Ljungqvist. And that's a tough ball, tough thing to go around right up there, the bow block. Hitters, opposing hitters fear that block. There it is again.
That time getting it back is Hart. Haven't mentioned Tanya's name lately.
Little osmosis taking place there. San Jose State wanting to get in on the action with this blocking feast that's going on.
Osmosis?
You can have osmosis through the net.
Can you do that in volleyball?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Huh.
Dave showed you Melody Toth, the super trainer.
Ball served out. Not what you want to do at 6-0. And Rich Cortez, acting head coach. Greg Choate not with us this weekend. His mother passed away. Soldan off the block. Nice play. Athletic move by Ljungqvist. Blocked it and got a piece of it. Mishandled in the back row and leads to good things. Chris, you know, the complexion of this Hawaii team has changed over the years. You and I, 9 years now we've been doing this. Hawaii used to be great digging and diving for balls. Now the block is really the mainstay of their defense.
It really is. It's changed a lot. Dave Shoji's recruited some taller players and therefore adjusted his coaching and game accordingly.
Another kill for Crawford. It is 8-0. Boy, shades of last year. The second night at San Jose State, Hawaii won in 4, and the fourth game was 15-0.
Watch this arm extension right here. She just keeps her arm straight there, reached high over that block, and put it down in the back middle of the court.
Randy Brooks, good spinning serve. Good dig by Kanoa. Now Soldan goes through the block, but it was touched. Side out to the Spartans.
Soldan looks like she's always in some form of pain. You know, she's got that bad shoulder. She's got tape around her thigh. She hits the floor hard when she goes for digs. Look at that dump shot by Robin Amo. Robin wants in on the act.
Key Williams, Jocelyn Robbins check back in as you watch Amo with a nice little dump.
Well, she was facing the backcourt. I think that's what fooled the blockers, is that she was facing the backcourt. Setters don't normally dump from that position, but she twisted and turned athletically in the air. And made it happen.
Oh, miscommunication. San Jose State players looking at each other, and the ball just pushed over, giving Hawaii a chance. Key Williams, 9-0. Key Williams with her 9th kill on the evening. And Jocelyn Robbins to serve now as Hawaii tries to win at double figures.
Once again, this is one of Hawaii's strongest rotations right here. Jocelyn Robbins always gets points in this position. She picks up a service ace there.
10-0, and Cortez calls timeout. Rainbow Wahine leading by 10 big ones. And 10-0, you're reading it right, Hawaii